Hello, everybody. Welcome to our last week of SASMO weekly drills. Time really flies, all right? We are already in our last week. So here's a friendly reminder for you. Have you registered for our SMKC and SASMO mock tests? If you haven't, and if you're interested, feel free to scan the QR code to book a slot, right, for the SMKC and SASMO mock tests in the upcoming week. All right, we have more slots coming up, right, and more timings coming up. Yeah, more details will be released, right, when time is nearer. In the meantime, okay, if you would like to join our first round of SMKC and SASMO mock tests, right, feel free to scan the QR code to register. Okay, SMKC is on this Thursday, and the SASMO mock test will be next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, instead of weekly check-in, okay, we will have the first mock test instead. Okay, we will wait for 2 more minutes, okay, before we go through the lesson today. Okay, I see that more and more people are joining in, right? That's very good. Okay, so this week, okay, is a very important week because the topic that I'm going to talk about is appearing at very high frequencies in recent years of SASMO. Okay, hopefully you are aware what is the topic I'm talking about. Okay, it's a pretty fun topic actually. Yeah, so I guess we can start now. All right. So let's have a wonderful last session of the P2 SASMO weekly drills. Okay. Before that, final reminder. Okay. If you haven't joined our mock tests for SMKC and SASMO in the upcoming week, okay, be sure to scan the QR code to register. Okay. It's a great chance to check your understanding and your progress for various Math Olympiad topics thus far. Okay, and today we are going to talk about comparison and replacement. We are going back to topic 4 because I'm saving the best for last. Okay, this topic is very, very commonly seen in recent years of SASMO for P2. If you don't believe me, you see, ever since 2020, okay, you will see an average of 3 such questions appearing in a single paper, which means if you master this topic well, you can already get 3 questions correct. Okay, 2024 is kind of an outlier. There's only one question, but I am confident that there will still be at least one related question in this year's SASMO. So please pay attention to today's lesson. All right. So let's start off with a baby question. Okay. Let's say Superman Pit knows that apple plus apple is 6. Okay. Orange plus apple is 10. So there are 2 equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Now, which equation do you think is the easiest one to solve for an item? Do you think I should start from 1 or start from 2? Which one do you think? Okay, now it doesn't depend on whether you like apples or oranges more, but instead, the first tip and trick, okay, we always start with an equation with only one type of shape. Okay, so whenever you see these kind of shapes in equations question, you first ask yourself, is there an equation with only one type of shape? And in this case, equation 1 tells us apple plus apple equals to 6. The whole equation only has one type, which is apple. So with that, can you tell me what is the value of an apple? That's right, an apple is, please type down, what do you think? Okay, apple plus apple is 6. 2 apples is 6. So 1 apple must be 3. That's right, apple 3, apple 3. So we start off with the equation with only one type of shape. Okay, and then since we know that the apple is 3, on every apple, we will label 3. Okay, good job, everyone. Apple is 3. So on every apple, label a 3 before you move on to the next shape. So what about the orange? Let's see. Now we know the apple is 3. What plus 3 is equal to 10? What do you think? The orange will be 10 minus, whoops, let me write better. 10 minus 3 equals to 7. So an orange is 7. Okay, so with that, we know that the apple is 3. Orange is 7. And we usually start with the equation with only one type of shape. Okay, so this is sort of a more simpler question. Let's take a look at a real SASMO primary 2 question now. Okay, it is given that I have an elephant, a duck, and a dinosaur. Okay, what are the sum of these three unknown values? Okay, now in these three equations, okay, 1, 2, and 3, we want to start with an equation with only one type of dinosaur. Now, equation 2 has only one type of shape. So I will start off with equation 2. Okay, so now in equation 2, duck times duck equals 16. Look at your times table. What number multiplying by itself will give me 16? Okay, the equation 2 has only one type, and this type is duck times duck equals 6 is equal to 16. 4 times 4 equals to 16. And with that, we found that the duck is equal to 4. Now, we need to move on to the other equations, right? Before that, since we know that the duck is 4, on every duck, we label a 4. Okay? Now, if I already found the duck, which equation, 1 or 3, is the next equation that I should focus on? Okay, so 1, I only have elephant that I don't know. 3, I have elephant and dino that I don't know. So equation 1 has only one type of shape left that I don't know. So I should look at equation 1 now. Now, equation 1 says elephant minus 4 is equal to 3. What number minus 4 is equal to 3? That's right, 2. Okay, we just need to look at equation 3 for the dino. So what is the dino? So we know that 7 times 4 plus a dino is equal to 31. So 7 times 4. Remember, when we see multiplication and addition together in a single equation, we do multiplication first. Okay, but must do multiplication and division first. So 7 times 4 is equal to 28. That's right, it is equal to 28. Okay, so now 28 plus dino is equal to 31. Do you know what is the value of the dino? The dino will be 31 minus 28, which is equal to 3. Right, so I know that the dinosaur is 3. Okay, so now is my answer 3 or 4 or 7? Which is my answer? Look at the question carefully. Is it asking for one single animal's value? No, it's asking for the sum of all 3 animals. So the sum for all 3 animals is, let's see. Elephant is 7, duck is 4, okay, and dino is 3. So 7 plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 14. Okay, and with that, we have solved for our answer. Okay, so remember, always start with the equation with only one type of shape. Okay, then gradually work upwards to find the other types of shapes. Now, however, what if, okay, we look at this question. Blue flower plus red flower is 12. Red flower equals to blue flower plus blue flower plus blue flower. Is there any equation that has only one type of shape? No, right? Both equations, I have blue, I have red. I have blue, I have red. If that's the case, maybe the most fundamental strategy might not work. But when we solve things like shapes in the equation, we always try to change different types of shapes into only one type. In other words, we try to create an equation with only one type of flower or one type of shape. So over here, I have one equation, blue plus red equals 12, which has a number. Now, when you see an equation with a number, maybe we will use that equation to calculate some values, right? Now, in the other equation, 1 red flower equals to 3 blue flowers. Now, this equation has no numbers. It is there just to tell us what is the relationship between the different types of flowers. If that's the case, maybe I can use this information to replace, okay, one shape with the other type. So, using equation 2, okay, my information, do you think I should replace 1 blue flower or 1 red flower? I should replace 1 red flower because the question already tells me 1 red flower is equal to 3 blue flowers. So all I need to do is to change this to 3 blue flowers. I replace, okay, in equation 1, sorry, I think I didn't mention this. I replace the red flower in equation 1 with 3 blue flowers. So now I have 1 blue flower and 3 new blue flowers. How many blue flowers do I have? That's right. I will have 1 plus 3 equals 4. 4 blue flowers. And I know that 4 blue flowers is equal to 12. With that, can you tell me what is the value of 1 blue flower? Okay, hey, be very careful. This time I have 4 blue flowers is 12. So 1 blue flower will be 12 divided by 4, which is equal to 3. So 1 blue flower is 3. So now we found out one value. So let's quickly label 3, 3, 3, 3. And we know blue flower represents 3. Then how do we find the red flower? We just use the equation 2. Again, we know that 1 blue flower is 3. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, 1 red flower is 9. All right. So with that, we use this thing called a little helper. Basically, little helper means the equation without any numbers. We use this to express the relationship between different types of things. Okay, and this is useful to change equation with more than one type of shape into only one type. Okay, so with that, let's take a look at another real SASMO question. Okay, so if the volume of the kettle, this is the kettle, okay, it is 1200 ml, then what is the volume of the stew pan? Okay, so stew pan is the big pan over here. And again, I have 3 equations. Okay, now where is my little helper? Now, first, can we find an equation with numbers or some cups? Where? You see, is there any equation that can tell me the relationship between a pot and a cup? That's right, equation 3 can do so. So Explorer 3. Hello, I guess I'm back. Okay, where am I just now? So sorry for the connection issue. Okay, I am back. Okay, stronger than ever. Okay, thanks for your patience. Okay, so now let's take a look at this question again. So just now we replaced, right, coffee pot with cups because equation 3 is my little helper. Okay, can y'all hear clearly now? Okay. All right, so with that, okay, just now we see that a coffee pot, I replace it with 3 cups. So coffee pot into 3 cups, coffee pot into 3 cups, coffee pot into 3 cups. Okay, so now how many cups are there in total? 3 cups from the first coffee pot, 3 from the second, 3 from the third, and 3 more that I originally have. So I will have 12 cups in total. Okay, so 1 kettle is equal to 12 cups. Okay, so 1 kettle is equal to 12 cups. Can you tell me if 1 kettle is 12 cups, and I also know 1 kettle is 1,200 milliliters, right? Then how many milliliters is 1 cup, right? 12 cups. I know that this is 1,200 milliliters. So 1 cup, that will be, okay, easy, right? 1,200 divided by 12, that's 100 milliliters. Right, so 1 cup is 100 ml. So now we need to find out what is the volume of the stew pan. So all I need to do is the stew pan, I need to find out how many cups do I need to fill up the entire stew pan. We have 1 kettle, and 1 kettle is how many cups? 1 kettle is 12 cups. Okay, 1 coffee pot, 3 cups. Okay, and then 1 cup alone. So if I have 1 stew pan, right, then this 1 stew pan will be equivalent to, or it can be filled up with 12 cups from the kettle, 3 cups from the coffee pot, and 1 cup from the original cup. So that will be 16 cups. Right. But is my answer 16? No, right? Cups is not a unit for volume. The real units for volume is ml. So if I have 16 cups, 1 cup is 100 ml. That's why 16 cups is just 16 times 100, which is 1,600 ml. Okay, so with that, we have found the volume of one steel pan by using the little helper method. Okay, so little helper basically means we replace a shape with some number of other shapes, okay, through the relationship of these items. Okay, so with that, that is the second tip that I'm sharing with you today. And now let's move on to the third tip, okay? So third tip is something related to McDonald's, okay? Alice and Bob, okay, they are best friends. They want to go to the McDonald's, okay, to have some food and drinks. So Alice bought 2 burgers and a drink, a juice, right, for $25. Bob wants to eat less, okay? He only bought 1 burger and 1 juice, okay, and that's $15. Can you tell me what is the price of 1 burger and 1 juice? Okay, can you tell me? Okay, how should we do this? So in this case, we want to replace a set of shapes by numbers. We have too many shapes. Can we replace, okay, some of it with numbers? Let's see. Bob bought less things, right? He bought 1 burger and 1 juice, and it cost $15. Can you see another bottle of juice and another burger somewhere? Can you find it? Hey, maybe look at what Alice bought. Alice also had a juice and a burger. And we know from Bob's purchase that these 2 items add up to $15. So can you tell me what is the price of a burger now? A burger will be $25 total. Take away the $15 from the first 2 items. So we know that the extra burger is $10. So 1 burger is $10, right? $10, $10. Okay, and with that, can you tell me 1 bottle of juice, how much is it? It will be, total is 15, right? This set is 15, so $15, okay, minus $10, right? That will be equal to $5, right? Juice is $5, juice is $5, okay? So this technique, okay, is what we call find short and long. In a very long equation with a lot of shapes, can you perhaps find some specific sets of items, right, that we already know the value for? For example, we already know 1 bottle of juice and 1 burger is $15 altogether. So if whenever we see one burger and 1 juice, we can just replace it with $15. Okay, and then with that, the remaining things, we can use it to find what is the value of each of the remaining items. Okay, so that is on find short in long, okay, so that we can replace a set of shapes by its numbers. Okay, now let's take a look at this question about find short in long. Again, another SASMO question, okay? Now, teddy bear plus elephant plus teddy bear plus duck is 32, okay? Elephant plus duck is 20. Can you find out who is the short equation, who is the long equation? Okay, can you find out what is the set here, okay? Which is the juice and burger? Usually we look at the shorter equation, right? Which is the shorter equation here? I know that an elephant and a duck add up to 20 as my result. Can you find another elephant and a duck being added together? Take a look at the first equation, the longer one. I have an elephant, I have a duck, and they will add up to 20, right? This is from what we know about the shorter equation. Elephant plus duck will be 20. So now what we have is we replace the elephant and duck with 20. Then we still need to add up with bear. But take note, it's not 1 bear, but 2 bears. So 20 plus bear is equal to 32. So can you find out what is the value of 1 bear? Okay, so bear plus bear, right? We know we need to find out what is bear plus bear. It's just a part of 32. So I take away 20 from 32 to get 12. So bear plus bear is 12. 2 bears is 12. Can you tell me 1 bear is how many? 1 bear is 6, right? 1 bear is 6. So we know a bear is 6. Now, I know the bear is 6, but do I know what is the value of 1 elephant? Or do I know what is the value of 1 duck? Can the 2 equations tell me that? Now, unfortunately, all I know is that they add up to 20. I don't know the individual values. But let's see, does it matter in this question? The question is asking, what is the value of the sum below? I have a bear. The bear is 6. That's what we know. I have an elephant. I have a duck. I don't know each of their values. But what do I know? Look back at the question, the shorter equation. I know that they add up to 20. So I actually don't need to care what each of them add up to. I just know that the whole two things add up together to 20. The whole sum will just be 6 plus 20 equals 26. Right, so my answer will be 26, and that is it. Right, so sometimes, okay, when we do Shakespearean equation or comparison and replacement, we don't need to care about the individual values as long as the question doesn't need it. Maybe we don't even need to calculate it. Okay, we can find the answer in a more straightforward way. So it helps to be a bit more flexible in your thinking. Okay, so that is our first question in Find Short in Long. Now, this is only on addition, right? What if I combine it with multiplication? Let's see, this is a 2022 SASMO P3 question, right? So even though it's P3, it's slightly harder, but it's actually the same thing. I can still use Find Short in Long to do that. Can you tell me who is my short equation? Who is my long equation over here? Okay, now, usually we see what plus what. Maybe that is my short or long equation. Okay, now equation 3 seems to be the shortest, right? There's only 2 shapes in it. So maybe I can bundle up a sheep and a chicken together in a set to form 14. Right, 14. And then, right, 14. Okay, can you see another 14 somewhere? Can you see another 14 somewhere? Yeah, you can see 14 over here, right, in equation 2. I again have a chicken plus a sheep. They add up to 14. So we have a chicken plus a sheep is 14. Is there a way to find what is the value of the yellow duck over here? The yellow duck, okay? 14 plus the duck is 13. So the duck will be, 14 plus the duck is 33. So the value of the duck will be 33 minus 14 equals 19, right? So we can find out the value of the duck is 19. So once you figure out duck is 19, right, every duck will be 19. So fill in 19 first. So with that, let's focus now on the other equation with a duck, because in the first equation, I know what's a duck. I only need to find out what's the value of the chicken, right? So what is the value of the chicken? Chicken times chicken, okay? Chicken times chicken plus 19 is equal to 100. So chicken times chicken will just be 100 minus 19 equals 81. Right, so chicken times chicken is 81. Now look at your times table. What two numbers multiplying together will give you 81? The two numbers have to be the same. Right, the only choice will be chicken is 9. Right, 9 times 9 is 81. So I only need to check chicken is 9 and every chicken will be 9. Okay, in particular, the chicken in this third equation will be 9 as well. So can you tell me, how do I find the value of the sheep? Right, sheep plus 9 equals 14. So sheep will just be 14 minus 9 equals 5. So answer 5, right? The sheep stands for 5. Okay, so even though this is more complicated, I have more equations, I have more operations, but you can also try to identify which is a short equation, which is a long equation. And can you find the things in the shorter equation? Right, in over here, chicken and sheep. Can you find the same chicken and sheep in perhaps another equation? Yes, you can, right? They are just here. Okay, so with that, that is Find Short in Long. Okay, and all of this, okay, for my P2 kids, okay, P2 MHA kids, you have learned this last year. Okay, hopefully you still remember that. And here, I am actually going to share with you, okay, for the last segment, a secret Kung Fu. Okay, what is this secret Kung Fu? Let's see. Okay, so let's say I go to McDonald's today and McDonald's says, okay, 1 burger plus 1 fries is $7. Okay, fries and cola is $5. Burger and cola is $6. And they want me to figure out, what if I buy a full set of burger, fries, and cola? What's the price? Right. So in each of the 3 equations above, I'm missing something, right? Missing cola, missing burger, missing fries. how can I find out the value for one whole set? Okay, how do I do that? So this is going to require some imagination. Now imagine I bought a burger and a fries. That cost me how much? That cost me $7, right? That cost me $7. Now let's say I buy another set. This time is fries and cola. That will cost me $5. Right. And I buy burger and cola this time, that is $6. So if I buy all of these things 3 times altogether, how much money did I spend? $7 first, then $5, then $6. And they add up, 7 plus 5 plus 6 equals $18. So if I buy everything over here, great, I will have to use $18. Now, observe what's on the table. How many burgers do I have? I have 2 burgers. How many fries do I have? 2 fries. Cola? 2 cola. 2 burgers, 2 fries, 2 cola. I exactly brought 2 whole sets of each item. Right, so I have 2 sets of burger, fries, cola, burger, fries, cola. So we know that 2 sets is $18. Can you tell me what is the price of 1 full set? Right, 2 sets is $18. So to find out the value for 1 full set, all I need to do is divide by 2, right? 2 sets is $18. So 1 set will be 18 divided by 2 equals $9. So I know that 1 set will be $9. And through this 1 set, I can actually find out the individual prices of each item, but I actually don't need it here. Okay, so with that, here is a key thing, okay? If each question has 1 and only 1 missing item, then you can try adding all of them up. Maybe they will give you multiple sets of the full set, and you just need to do division, okay, to find out what is the value for 1 full set. Okay, so this secret kung fu is needed or perhaps useful to solve this challenge question. Okay, this is again another P3 question. So let's take a look. There are 3 numbers each represented by one of the symbols square, triangle, and diamond. Given that I have these 3 equations, what does diamond plus square represent? Okay, so over here, I have some shorter equations and I have a longer equation. Maybe I will find short and long to solve this. Okay, so let's see how I can do that. Okay, first, look at the long equation. Can I find the value of the diamond using this long equation? Well, yes, I can. Because you see, if I want to find the diamond, I might want to replace the square and the triangle by something else. What can I replace it with? Square plus triangle is 10. So I know that I can replace these other 2 shapes with 10. And so 1 diamond is equal to 22 minus 10 equals to 12. Right, so I already found out diamond is 12. What about the square? Right, let's take a look. Can we find the value of the square? I want to keep the square, so maybe I want to replace the other 2 shapes with something else. Triangle plus diamond, what is it? Do you find an equation that says that? Yes, there is, right? A diamond and a triangle add up to 16. So this part I can replace with a 16. And with that 1 square, I can find it to be 22 minus 16, right? What plus 16 is 22? That is 6, right? So a square is 6. So I know a diamond is 12 and a square is 6, which means I can now add them up, right, to find out what is the actual value. And what is it? It is just 12 plus 6 equals 18. I see a lot of answers coming in. Very good. Bravo. Okay, so this is how we can use find short and long, the normal way to do this question. Okay, so this method is one of the safer methods. Okay, if you can find short and long, go ahead. It's already very good, very universal. Now, the next method that I'm going to show you, okay, is about the secret kung fu that I have taught you just now, all missing 1 item. So take a look at the 3 equations that I've given you. And also I want to find diamond plus square equals how many? So I put it over here. So what do you notice? In the first equation, a triangle is missing. In the second equation, a diamond is missing. In the third equation, a square is missing. Every equation has 1 missing item. So with that, maybe what I can do is I can add these 3 equations up and see what I can find. Let's try to add them up together. If I add up these three equations, what do I have? I have, how many squares do I have? 1, 2. I have 2 squares. Right. How many triangles do I have? 1, 2. 2 triangles. Right. How many diamonds do I have? 1, 2. I have 2 diamonds. Right. Now, if I add these three things up, or rather add these three equations up, what do I have? I have question mark plus 10 plus 16. Wait a second, I don't know what's the value of this. How can I add them up? But look carefully. How many squares do we have again? 2 squares, 2 triangles, 2 diamonds. That's 2 full sets. Does the question tell you anything about one full set? Yes, right. One full set, look at the longer equation. It is equal to 22. So if I have 2 full sets, that would just be 22 plus 22 equals 44. So 2 full sets is equal to 44. Okay, now can I just find short in long so that I can replace some of these shapes with numbers? Absolutely, right. I know that a square plus a triangle is 10. Can I find a square and a triangle here? I can, right? A square plus a triangle is 10. Okay, and I know that a triangle plus a diamond is 16. And look, I also see a set, right, of a triangle and a diamond add up to 16. Now, what is left? The left part is square plus diamond, right? Square plus diamond. Now, what is square plus diamond? Square plus diamond will be whatever plus 10 plus 16 equals 44. So all I need to do is 44 minus 10 minus 16, which is equal to 18. Right. So that is another way using the all missing one item secret kung fu to solve this question. Okay, and I found out the sum is 18. Okay, so this question pretty interesting, right? I've introduced you 2 methods to do it. The more versatile find short in long method and the more specific, right, kung fu for this question. Okay, all missing one item. Just add them up and you will get some number of full sets. Okay, there are some questions similar to this, okay, in your weekly challenges, so do look forward to them. Okay, with that, we are finally reaching the summary of this question. Okay, the whole thing about this lesson is about how do we change different types of shapes into only one type. Okay, whenever we look at shapes in an equation, we first see other equations with only one type of shape. Okay, and then we focus on those. Okay, if there aren't, perhaps we can use our little helper, which is the equation without numbers, okay, that illustrates the relationship between different things. And we replace them into the equation with numbers to do calculations. Okay, now sometimes you can find short in long, okay, replace, okay, some sets of shapes into a certain number. And remember the secret kung fu I taught you. If each equation has only one missing item, maybe add them up to find out multiple number of full sets first. Okay, and then we divide to find the value for one set. Okay, so with that, that is the end of today's comparison and replacement question. Okay, thank you so much for your support and patience. Okay, and today is our weekly challenges. Oh, there is actually another question here. I think question 2. Might have missed it out here. Okay, again, we have 10 questions picked up for everyone from this all-in-one guide topic 4. Okay, so there are 10 exercise questions. Please try them out and you can submit them to the WhatsApp and WeChat group by Thursday, 9 p.m. Okay, for those who have participated in all 5 times, you can get a mystery gift from us. And what else is on this Thursday? There is the SMKC mock test, as well as the SASMO mock test on next Tuesday. So if you haven't registered it, please do so, okay, by scanning the QR code. Okay, it's a very useful opportunity to test how's your progress so far, where can you improve on, and I will look forward to your participation in these mock tests. All right, with that, that is the end of this live stream. Thank you so much and all the best. Okay, goodbye. Okay, if you haven't registered for the mock test, please do so.